Pitchers going at it early, and I thought our hitters did a really nice job against Alex Lang, just battling and making him throw a lot of extra pitches, and but he showed how good a pitcher he is because he worked out of 3 jams in a row, and I think we left 9 on the first 3 innings. From what I remember, it seemed like we had the bases loaded all the time, and we couldn't get the big hit, and had us chasing that breaking ball, and we finally got the big hit by Cole, the opposite field home run. It just kind of broke the ice a little bit, but I thought Lang did a good job. We just kind of outlasted him, and then Knight on the other side did a really good job getting us in the dugout a few different times, going through a tough lineup. I don't think he had his best command tonight, and he'd probably tell you that, but his stuff was good. Just wasn't locating like he had maybe the previous few games, but he battled through it. He was frustrated with himself a little bit, but he managed to get through their lineup 3 times and get us through enough innings that we we had a chance to get him out of there. And obviously our offense kept clicking there at the end and kind of built up a good lead, gave us a chance to relax a little bit.
Bottom third of your order is second straight Friday night. They've come through with a pretty big night. What have you thought of the progression of those 3?
Well, one thing we've been trying to do is, is kind of stretch that lineup a little bit, where it really didn't matter what inning or who was coming up. We felt like we had a chance to score. And we have a lot of confidence in the bottom 3 guys, and some of those guys, I could hit them in the 2-hole or the 6-hole if I really wanted to, just kind of like the way the lineup's scoring right now. But they've progressed very well. I mean, Jack Spiggers has had some really tough at-bats where he's battled a lot of good pitchers and fouled off a lot of pitches, and that was a big hit. He got that 0-2 curveball and hit it right over that bag and drove in a run. That was a big swing for us. And obviously Gates is swinging it well, and Cole got a couple of big hits tonight, and it's just nice knowing that each and every inning we've got some pretty good hitters coming to the plate.
You extended Candy for those back-to-back doubles. Do you feel like that maybe loosened the team up a little bit?
Yeah, it did. You feel like you have a chance to bust the game open with anything, a flare, base hit, anything. And, Lang just didn't let us have it. And, he went through some good hitters. And, credit to him. But, yeah, when we got punched in that second, third run, that gave us an opportunity to relax a little bit and get him out of the game. And then, obviously, we put together a couple of pretty good innings.
7-1 on Fridays and 4-0 in the SEC. Just what he's doing to get you guys off to great starts on the weekends.
It's usually just throws a lot of strikes, and he's tough to score on, in bunches. And so he's, like you said, he's given us a lot of opportunities. And have we already played 8 Friday nights now? That's incredible. Just what he's done is gone out and just filled the zone up with 3 and 4 different type pitches and kept teams off balance, and he's pitched better the last 4 or 5 weeks than he did the first couple. So that's always good to see, and I was glad we were able to get him out of there at the pitch count he was at. I just feel like next week we have a short week, and we might not even pitch him next Thursday. We might skip and throw somebody else. We're just going to look at it, but it was good that he kept his pitch count in the mid-90s.
What was the reaction in the dugout on Chad's home run?
Probably what it was in the stands. Wow, ball's hammered. I mean, that ball was hit hard now, and it was a really good swing as well because it was a 3-2 count, and he didn't overswing at all. He just was short, compact to the ball, and he's so strong. Pitcher was 90 miles an hour, 90, 91, and when Chad catches it right, we see it all the time, almost every day in practice and batting practice, and he can hit him a long way.
Hey, Coach, what are you looking forward to from Trevor Steffen tomorrow night?
Well, hopefully he'll get back on track a little bit. His last couple outings just been okay, and we've got to face a really good pitcher tomorrow, so we need Trevor to go out and give us some good innings because it's I think that you'll see that he's been working hard. I think he's going to be better in the zone than he's been the last couple of times out. Hopefully that'll be the case, that he'll be, what I've been calling peppering that zone pretty good.
Gates in particular, he started at 0 for 6 once he came back from the injury. And
who's that?
Gates.
Yeah, probably brought him back just a touch too early, but really what we were trying to do is just get him some live at-bats. And, you know, it was a different hitter last week before we went to Alabama, especially that Thursday night. Taking batting practice over there was like that was him. He was back, and sure enough, on the weekend he had a good weekend for us. And you know, I think he's 100% now.
This is Cole, but you stuck with it.
Yeah.
He had 198
Yeah.
PH. Just kind of, what's been your feeling on him?
He's been giving us some pretty good at bats. He gave us some good at bats at Alabama, and you know, he's older, just a little more experience. He'd been through it a little bit. Just felt like, you know, that he can run. It brings a little speed to the tail end of that order, and you know, just felt like he'd been swinging it good in practice, and you know, it's paid off. He's done a good job.